Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly.
We have successful staging.
Hey, Rosalind. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Bill. Welcome. Welcome, Bill.
Hey, David.
Hello. Victoria, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. This evening, we'll go over stocks, options, and ETFs. Stocks, options, and ETFs this evening. We'll get started shortly. We'll get started shortly. Hello, Millie. Welcome. Welcome, Millie. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Zaire. Welcome, Zaire. Welcome.
Hey, David.
Hello. We'll get started shortly. Stocks, options, and ETF. That's what we'll go over this evening. Lots going on in the markets. We'll get started shortly. Market is still bearish. Equities are still bearish. We'll go over that. We'll get started shortly. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right. I'm going to share my trading screen. All right, here. All right, so you guys should see my trading screen. If not, please let me know. You should see Monster Market Tracker. So we'll start with that this evening. All right. Okay, so as you guys know, we always start with the indexes. All right, so the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ. All right, so here is the Dow, here's the S&P, here's the NASDAQ, and then here's the Russell. All right. The thing to keep in mind is that we are still bearish. We're in that markdown phase. All right, so we're in the markdown phase. we've put the time frames on a weekly time frame, all right, rather than a daily time frame, so that we don't get a lot of noise. All right, so we need to see a clear picture as to what the equity markets are doing. Hey, Stella, welcome. All right, so we have sales short signals, guys, okay, to go down on all 4 of the major indexes. So against the Dow, all right, the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, and the Russell. And I'll open them up so you guys can see here. All right, so sell short signal, break of this support right here. Here's our sell short signal, and the Dow is moving lower. All right, so we should not be surprised with these markets moving lower. All right, we should not be surprised. All right. All right, the VIX is holding, I would say right at, it's at 29, but it's been right at 30. All right. And as you know, right, if the VIX is about above 20, that's very bearish for the market. If it's above 20, bearish, below 20, bullish. All right, so right now, buys are in, green candles here. I know it's hard to see, all right, but green candles here. And what we are looking for is a break above this resistance here to become more bearish, all right, to become more bearish. All right, so it is holding the VIX. Look here, guys. And this resistance here goes back several years. Hey, callers, welcome. Goes back several years, 2022, 2021, 2020. This spike in here was COVID, right? When the market made a big move to the downside. All right, so as you guys know, we really pay attention to the VIX. All right, so markets are coming down, right? Big down day yesterday, another down day today. All right. Those of you who are trading stocks, if you're going to trade stocks, I would say be very, very careful trading stocks long to the upside. All right. Be very, very careful, right? Most of, if not all of the indexes, the sectors here are down. So biotech, home builders, materials, financials, tech, right? Consumer staples, utilities, healthcare, discretionary, right? Consumer discretionary and transportation, they're all down. The only sector that's up, right, is energy. And even with energy, it's consolidating right here. This number right here tells us that it's consolidating. It's up, but it's consolidating. So there isn't a lot of opportunities to the upside in the equity markets right now. All right. We are seeing some symbols in Stock Boss and Bullmaster. We'll go through that, but no real moves, right? No real moves. All right. In the markets, unless you're looking to go short or get in puts. All right. And I'll open up the floor after I go through this with any symbols you guys want to take a look at. All right. So this is the market right now, right? This is where it closed. The futures. So currently we're seeing the market move up a bit after after the market closed. All right. So after market, the market is up, but we'll usually see that, right? When the market is bearish, we'll usually see the market buying after market, but then opens up soft. All right. Let's take a look at the systems. So Stock Boss. So I'm surprised by this. We are starting to see a few more opportunities in Stock Boss, but I don't know if these are retail traders that are getting in, trying to nibble, right? I guess you could find some opportunities, but they would have to be like this, where it's completely oversold. It's gone through that markdown phase. all right, gone through that markdown phase. You guys look here, right? So it's if you're going to trade equities, it has to be almost perfect. All right. So if you're going to trade equities, make sure that it's gone through that markdown phase, right? All the sellers are out, right? Breaks resistance, and now the buyers are back in. Okay. So make sure if you do trade equities, we want to make sure we get trades like this. All right. But again, be very, very careful with equities because we could get a move like this. All right, a move like this. All right. So there are a few, yeah, we'll go through this, just a few opportunities in Heat Seeker, but I've gone through some of these, and you just have to be very, very selective. All right, very, very selective. There isn't a particular sector, right? So like I said, a lot of, now when things turn around, right, and the markets become bullish again, right, the indexes become bullish again, opportunities like this will be great. Okay, but let's say for instance you guys decide to get into a trade like this, and with the market bearish like this, right, what could happen? So let's bring in our support and resistance. What could happen is that the price can consolidate down in this area here for quite some time, okay, until the market becomes bullish again. All right, so there are other markets to trade, right? There are other markets to trade. Hey, Kawisi, welcome. All right, so, but we are seeing some opportunities, right? Early opportunities, but again, be very, very careful. These are great opportunities. So what you guys should be doing, you know, practice. Look at this. This is a great opportunity here. This stock, right? And you guys could put these on your radar, right? Those of you who trade Stock Boss, right? Put these on your radar. Follow these, right? It fell. We had a sell signal right at 248. So $2.48. And you know, with Stock Boss, we have cheap stocks, right? Went through a perfect markdown phase, right? Perfect markdown phase, right? Accumulation, nice long accumulation. Buyers finally came in. All right, that's what's this? Friday, looks like Friday of last week. All right, we got a buy signal here and it's holding. When the market becomes healthier, we get buying in the market, right? This stock could really make a big move to the upside. And it's a cheap stock. It's at 40 cents. All right. So all the selling is done, right? It's got a perfect support. So this is what you guys should be doing. Put together a watch list. All right. Put together a watch list of stocks like this, especially if you're using Stock Boss with Heat Seeker. Okay, like Stella, you on there? Stella, you use Stock Boss. Bill, you have Stock Boss, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using Stock Boss.
Yeah. So
no, I don't have Stock Boss.
Okay.
No, I got Sniper Trade.
Okay, so I would put this on your radar, Stella. Okay, put this on your radar right here. Okay, the symbol is LTMAQ. All right, put that on your radar. It's gone through that markdown phase. It's holding support. Buyers are coming in.
Right.
All right.
I got it.
Right, good job. All right. So don't get in aggressively. To put together your watch list. So when things turn around, you'll have your stocks ready to go. All right. As far as Bull Master, we've got few opportunities in Bull Master. So this is all we've got here in Bull Master. And as you guys know, with Bull Master, we trade stocks that are $10 and higher. All right. The thing here with Bull Master is that the stocks that came up today are actually trending. They're in a trend. So we don't have any new opportunities setting up like Stock Boss. Okay, so a lot of the stocks in Bull Master, they're more expensive stocks. Okay, so usually these stocks here, they're already in that markup phase, right? And these are strong stocks, so they usually have a better chance to hold. All right, but again, always have to be careful. Always have to be careful with a bear market. All right. Here's a perfect example here. Buy signal here with this one here, STNG, and it's basically going against it's bucking the trend, the downward trend, right? It's doing its own thing, right? It's doing its own thing. So you might have a few opportunities like this, but again, be careful. Be careful. All right. We've introduced normally. When the markets become bearish, and we haven't seen a real, when COVID hit, right? Back here, when COVID hit, let me pull it up. Let's see here. Yeah, here's the VIX here. So early 2020, we saw a lot of volatility, right? The markets made a big move to the downside. But about since 2012 or so, since the last market crash, we really haven't had a serious bear market. All right. And we are approaching a bear market. All right. And normally when we go, we can go short with puts, with sniper, and sometimes with we can get short ETFs to take advantage of short opportunities with Monster Scalper. All right. What we've done, because I think, and you know what, things can change, right? The markets could get bullish again next week and start moving higher, right? But based on what we're seeing here, right? Based on what we see in here, right? Markets could move lower. All right. And we want to take advantage of these markets if they move lower, right? And we're getting more traders that are becoming more savvy with puts and shorting. All right. So we've introduced a new system here, right? And this is something that I've used in-house, but it's a short system. All right, meaning that our heat seeker here will find opportunities. So with Stock Boss and Bull Master, we only look for long opportunities, right? Where prices are moving higher. It's gone through that markdown phase. All right, it's setting up for that accumulation phase, and we only look for opportunities to go long. All right, but based on what these markets are doing, I feel that we'll need a short system. All right, so we do have a short system. It's called Monster Short. All right, and we'll look for opportunities, and we'll track this every week. All right, same time today on same day, right? Same day on Thursdays. We'll look for short opportunities with this system. Okay, we'll start with the weekly and then go to the daily. But what we want to see, we want to see stocks that are at a high. As long as this market stays bearish like this, sell short signals, right? Sell short signals. All right, every week we'll look for opportunities to go short. All right, to go short, either shorting the stock, all right, or getting puts. All right, so only short. So these are stocks that are setting up to go through that markdown phase. Okay, that markdown phase. So they've come from a high, right? They've come from a high, okay, and now we're looking to go short. Okay, the interesting thing here is this. So you guys saw this, right? And interrupt me if you guys have any questions. You saw we've got few opportunities here in Bull Master right now because the markets are what? Bearish, right? We've got few opportunities here. Normally we have a page of 2 opportunities here in Stock Boss, But look at this with shorting opportunities. All right. Tons of opportunities here. Look at this. Lots of stocks, right? That are moving to the downside because guess what? The markets are moving lower. Okay. So you notice how things change, right? They go from markup phase, right, to that markdown phase, right? When things change, right, and the markets are now bullish again, we'll have fewer stocks here, all right, and more stocks, more opportunities in Stock Boss and Bullmaster. Okay, so I am very excited about this system, this short system, all right. And we'll see. Every week we'll look for opportunities to go short in this system here. And we'll still look for a monster ETF. All right. So if you guys want to take advantage of short opportunities but want to trade long, you can trade short opportunities long through monster ETF. But we can't just sit back. If these markets continue to move lower, we just can't sit back and not trade, right? We need to find opportunities to trade these equity markets, okay? So I'm going to open up the floor. Any symbols you guys want to take a look at? Any questions for me? Just go ahead. Any questions, symbols you guys want to take a look at? All right. Well, interrupt me anytime if you guys have any questions, okay? Bitcoin. I still want to, let's talk about Bitcoin. All right. Those of you who were not on the class last night, right? Bitcoin gave new support and resistance lines. Okay, so I want to draw this out. All right. All right, so Bitcoin gave new support and resistance lines. So this purple line right here, that's our resistance right here. All right, and then here is our support right here. All right, we are watching this closely. All right, we are watching this closely. Bitcoin is trading right at 30,000. Okay, so it's trading right at 30,000. That 30,000 mark has been pretty good support for Bitcoin. And it's really trying to hold that 30,000 support, which is right here, right here. What we would like to see, because we do want Bitcoin to go lower, right? Because we need a better price. If we want to get into Bitcoin, we need the price to go lower, all right? So we've got support, right? We've got some support or low right here at 25,000, okay? It has been flirting around, you know, 30,000, 28,000. Sellers are still in control, right? So here's our sell short signal. And guess what? Right here, sellers are still in control, red candles, okay? So do not buy Bitcoin, right? It could break this low here, right? Just like it did here, just like it did here, and make another leg down, all right? The short-term support for those of you that are looking for opportunities, all right? Or to manage your trade, the short-term support is right at 20,000. All right. So if Bitcoin breaks the low here, okay, if it breaks this low here at 25,000, right, we'll look at some support, right? Not major support, some support right here at 20,000. All right. Any questions on this? Any questions on this? Okay, the next major support is 10,000. All right, the next major support is 10,000 right here. So if it gets through that 20,000 mark, right? So the next stop, right, if the price continues to go through that markdown phase, next up, 25,000 right here. Okay. After that, 20,000. And then we've got a no support until 10,000. All right. But right now it's struggling. It's really struggling. All right. The buyers are really struggling to keep Bitcoin right at 30,000. All right. You guys look here, look at this area in here. So look here, look at this area right here. Look at this area right here. Look at this area right here. So this is not random. Traders are watching these levels, guys. This is 30,000. So like their support is right there. They're holding that price up right here. And here they are right here again. All right. They're holding that price right here. They're holding that price right here. All right. So we've got pretty strong support right here. All right. For those of you, right, if Bitcoin was to get bullish, all right, from here, let's say it holds support right here and it gets bullish, all right. Let's see here. All right. We never know, right? Anything can happen with trading, right? So here's the downward trend line right here. So if it doesn't get to 25,000, consolidates here for a bit, right? Buyers come back into Bitcoin, right? This is a second scenario, right? Buyers could come back in here, right? Consolidate in here for a bit, right? If it holds this support here, right at 30,000, it could consolidate for a bit, okay? Right through this triangle, right? So it can consolidate, price can consolidate. So let's say it holds. Let's say it holds the 30,000, right? It holds this level right here, this support right here, all right? Support line right here, all right? Consolidating here for a bit, does this, right? Ideally, right, if you're looking to go long, get into a position, right? This could happen right here, right? And this is what we would want, similar to what happened here, right? Similar to what happened here, consolidated for a bit, okay? Consolidated for a bit, triangle right here, big buyer came in here, green candle, same thing here. All right, so that's the second scenario. If it doesn't break, make another leg down. All right, break the 25,000 level, get to 20,000. If it holds this support, and this would be pretty big. This would be huge for Bitcoin. If it holds that 30,000 support, consolidates in here for a minute, right? Get some big buyers to come in, get a big candle, breaks this resistance, which is previous support. We would get a buy signal right here to then move higher. All right. All right. That would be the second scenario. And then we would look to test this resistance here, okay, at 70, 77, 78,000. All right. So it could happen. It could break down or it could hold support and then break out again to the upside. All right. As traders, we want to look at every possibility. All right. At every possibility. But right now, guess what? Who's in control? Who's in control of price right now? Anyone?
Sellers,
Sellers. What phase are we in?
markdown.
Markdown. All right. So yes, it is holding. We could get that scenario, but guess what? Right now, sellers are in control. All right. We've got lower highs, right? Lower highs, lower lows, right? Kind of like a triangle right here. All right. And when you guys are in doubt, all right, just do some analysis like this, right? As you got your triangle right here. All right. So it's definitely in a markdown phase, right? All right. So it's constantly going down. All right. What it could do is, like I said, consolidating here. It would have to break this band right here and then move higher. Okay. So right now we just wait. We just wait to see what the price does. All right. Since equities are slow right now, we'll spend a little time on Forex. All right. And I know we have a few Forex traders here. We were looking for the dollar pair to continue a move. All right, to the upside. We were looking at USCNH. And we were looking to get a buy signal, a continuation of this markup phase, but it failed. All right. So far, it has failed. Doesn't mean that it's over. All right. Just it's failed for right now. So we have to wait. All right. So it is still in that markup phase. We would have to get, it looks like it's right here is accumulation, right? Accumulation, it's breaking this, so it's close to distribution. I mean, we could call this distribution. We've got sellers coming in right here. Hey, Gerald, welcome. We could get a sell short signal, all right, to take it short. But so far right now, it's not breaking that resistance. So we don't have reaccumulation. All right, we do not have reaccumulation yet. If the buyers come back in, test this area, then we might get that. But right now, all right, it looks like we'll get a sell short signal. All right, and the dollar pairs will be done for a while. If you guys look here, look at what's happening with the dollar pairs here. All right, look what's happening with the dollar pairs. There's a lot of selling. Okay. So we were hoping, we saw selling come in, a lot of the dollar pairs closed. All right. We were hoping for another move. All right. But doesn't look like we'll get that yet. All right. Doesn't look like we'll get that. The equity, the Forex market is consolidating. It's starting to consolidate a bit. All right, so we need to be very careful. And what we should be doing is waiting, getting ready for the next round of buying. All right, and it's not clear where that will be. If you guys look here, and those of you who trade Monster Scalper, this is important. I know we want to trade every day, right? But when these markets do this, we need to be concerned and be very careful. So if you guys look here, from here to here, right? All these pairs here are red and below 20. They're red and below 20. So they're consolidating. All right, let me repeat that. In your Monster Scalper, right? All these pairs here are red, below 20 and consolidating. So these are not tradable. They're not trending. They're not moving. They're not tradable. Here, these pairs here that are above 20 and yellow Okay, these are still tradable, but understand, right? This is about 50%. All right. I'm not a great drawer. I can't draw well, but 50% right now, 50% of your Forex pairs are consolidating here. The other 50% are trending. If you guys remember, right, you had more pairs trending just a week ago, right? We had more pairs that were trending. All right, and this is why this is an amazing tool. This here is an amazing tool. This is important here, but here we'll tell you what the Forex market is doing as a whole. All right. So last week we had all of these pairs, all the way down here. They were all yellow above 20 and trending. We only had a few pairs here that were consolidating. Now we've got about 50% of the pairs that are trending. So it's about 50-50. What you guys will notice is that as we move forward, right here, this will probably consolidate for a while. I see so many traders, right? When these moves happen like this, right? We had great trading opportunities. We had a trade here, another trade here. All right. It's not making new highs. It's not getting into that reaccumulation phase. So it might consolidate here for a while. Right? That's not an opportunity to go short. All right. We had great trading opportunities, lots of opportunities to make money in Forex. Understand it's going to have to rest for a while. It's going to have to rest for a while. It doesn't go up forever. So as it consolidates, guess what? All these pairs, mark my word, you're going to see a lot of these pairs, even some of these pairs in here, start to now consolidate. And you guys have seen this before, right? So we might have, right? We might have, 80% of the pairs now consolidating, right? Bill, you've traded Monster Scalper for a while. You've seen that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. It'll change again.
It'll change again. Okay, so what we want to do is do not force your trade. Let it consolidate, right? Let things consolidate. All right. It's not a time to trade. All right. What you want to do, just like with Stock Boss, Bull Master, right? Put together your watch list. All right. Get your capital together. Right? Get your capital together. Build your account. I know this is not the beginner's class, but a lot of times when these moves happen, right? We miss these moves because we don't have any capital, or we've traded opportunities like this and we've burned through all our capital, right? We've burned through all our capital and now things are setting up ready to move and we're out of capital, all right? And we're totally exhausted because we're forcing trades that are not there, right? Because the market isn't ready. Okay, so those of you who trade Forex, who trade Monster Scalper in particular, all right, if you've traded the dollar pairs, all right, take that money, right, hold, don't give it back to the market, wait, let it's consolidating. You guys can see that. You see, right, there are more pairs every day. There are more pairs that are getting below 20 in red. So you know that's they're consolidating, Let them consolidate. All right. And then we set up for the next run. Usually they'll consolidate for a week and a half. If they really consolidate, 2 weeks max. And then we'll find another opportunity, another group, whether it's the Aussie pairs, the Kiwi, Yen pairs, dollar pairs again, euro or pound pairs for the next run. All right, so that's a time to take a break, take a vacation from trading, all right, and just wait. All right, don't give your profits back to the markets. Do not force your trading. All right, any questions on that? Any questions on that? Okay. All right, we've got about 5 more minutes. Are there any trades you guys want to take a look at? Any symbols you guys want to take a look at? Anyone?
David, can you look at Walmart? I know we looked at it before, but can you just look at it? I want to know if it's like overextended.
Okay. Yeah.
It's WMT.
WMT. Now, Zaire, I have to say this. I got a text from Bill. And Bill, you took Zaire's trade, right?
Well, I didn't take it. I kind of followed his lead.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
Zaire, I owe you lunch, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you.
So yeah, so Bill took your trade, the trade that you talked about, right? And guys, this is what's awesome about doing this, right? When you guys hear some of the other traders, right, and they're setting up trades, and if it looks like, you know, everything is lining up, and Zaire is pretty good about that, right? Piggyback on those trades, right? Piggyback on those trades, right? Bill did really well with that put trade, right? So good job, Zaire. Good job, Bill. All right, way to go. It's a team effort, guys. It's a team effort. All right, so let's take a look at it in Stock Boss. Well, I tell you what, hey, we can put it in Monster Short now that we have. So WMT. All right, look at that. All right, so Zaire, what are you looking to do now with it?
I'm not, I'm not looking to do anything right now, because I'm just wondering, what do you see? If it's way overextended, or I just want your analysis at this point.
Okay. All right. So it's on the weekly time frame here. All right. It's on the weekly time frame. Just a perfect break of support right here. All right. Let's see here. Here is resistance right here. Here is support, break of support right here. The high was 160. It's at 119 here. On the weekly time frame, you've got some support. And we'll look at the daily also. The weekly, you've got some support right here. All right, with a previous support sell short fail. So right here is pretty good support. That's at 103. All right, it's at 119. It is a bit extended, but it could get, that's a lot of selling. That's a lot of selling. That's a big candle there. All right, so they're definitely, they want to get out of this stock. They really do. So I think, right, 103, that's very possible. All right, the next strong support would be right here, 85. And based on what the market is doing, you know, the markets are bearish, right? We have sell short signals, right? Sell short signals on all the indexes. Okay, so that will definitely help to push the price lower. Let's do this here. Let's bring in a daily time frame. All right, so let's bring in a daily. You might get a bit of a pullback, right? Because they've sold it. So daily, Zaire, here's the daily right here, right? Just a lot of selling. I mean, look at that. The 240. Bring in more data here. 24. Oh my goodness. You you'll have to wait, Zaire. Let's bring in an RSI. All right. Very oversold, Zaire. All right. So you're not in it, right? You're not in it.
No, I'm out right now. I'm good right now.
You're out. Okay. Okay. All right. Did you get any of this move?
Yes, I did.
You did. Okay. 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 And I know Bill got some of it. All right. So yeah, just you should be out. You should be out. It's oversold here on the 240. I know it's oversold on the daily, but we'll bring it up. All right, oversold here on the daily. All right, oversold on the daily, oversold on the 240. So we could get some buying to come in, all right, before it moves lower again. All right, but that's a falling knife. But you guys did good. You did really good. You did really good jumping on this trade. All right, but it's oversold. Wait, right? It will pull back, right? It will come back up, probably up to about 25 or so. All right, it might make another push down, get really oversold, but keep in mind, it's like a rubber band, right? It gets stretched, oversold, it's gonna have to bounce back up. All right, buyers will come back in, consolidate a bit. Let's get some, we need some new support and resistance lines. We need some new support and resistance lines, especially on this time frame here. All right, kind of like what we saw in Bitcoin, new support and resistance lines. And then if it breaks that support line, right, again, then that's a second opportunity. But you guys did good. Good job. Good job taking this trade. Good job. Good job. All right. Any other symbols?
Yeah, one more, David. I'm sorry.
Okay.
MCD.
MCD. And this is a short also?
Yeah, but I'm looking to short, but not this week. I'm waiting for it to do a pullback, and then once it starts failing, but on the 240.
On the 240, okay.
MCD.
MCD.
E as in David.
Okay. So MCD, all right. On the daily, let's see here. Very good. Good job. Good job. So we've got support right here. Now, if you guys notice that these previous sell short signals failed on several of these because the market really started to move higher, right? So understand we need these markets to continue to go through that markdown phase for our shorts to work out. Okay, so here is resistance here. All right, here is support. All right, here was previous support right here, and this one failed. So we back at it again, right? Back at it again. So perfect entry right here, right? It's not oversold yet, right? Good entry right here. This was yesterday. This is today's follow through. All right. That's on the daily, the 240. And I want to take a look at the weekly also. So here, on the 240. All right, on the 240. All right, you're good. So on the 240, it's a bit oversold. I mean, you could wait, time your entry on the 1 hour time frame, right? You might get a bit of a pullback, right? Here is 241 was the sell short signal. It's at right now, it's at 229. All right. So here is actually it broke right here. All right. So here's your consolidation, right? Distribution, markdown phase, right? Ideally in this area here, 140, 241, but 239, it's a little oversold. All right, it's so oversold here on the 240. So I would wait for it to pull back a bit. All right, watch it on the 60-minute. So watch it on the 60-minute. Let's pull that up. All right, watch it on that 60-minute, right? 60 minutes a bit oversold. Just because it's oversold doesn't mean it won't stay in oversold territory, right? But it should give you, just like it did here, oversold. All right, let's draw it out. This is a good setup. Good job. All right, so oversold here, right? Oversold, oversold, oversold here, right? So every time it got oversold, look here, the price went up, buyers came in, right? Over here, it was oversold, buyers came in, right? Buyers came in that area here. So it's oversold right here, right? We need buyers to come in, probably right around this moving average right here. So probably right around here, which would be about 132 or so, 132, 133, up in this range, right? You're not too far, right? This RSI will pull up a bit, and then we want it to come back down. Okay, so time your entry on the 1 hour time frame. 30 minutes will give you too much noise. All right. Let's see as far as a target that you might have on the weekly time frame. All right, on the weekly time frame, let's see how far this could go, especially if the selling holds. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, you've got a sell short signal, right? You have a sell short signal. So here you've got some support right here, previous resistance. This was pretty strong resistance. Pretty strong resistance. All right. So let's draw it out. But this is a good opportunity, right? Look at the weekly. You're starting near the top, right? You're not trying to short at the bottom down in here. You short in, you know, this stock was about 280 or so, 260, 270. Right now it's at 223. So you've got some good opportunities here. Here's the sell short signal. You've got to get through that area right here. So this area right here, you've got to get through. You've got some sellers, big candle right here. That's a big candle, right? Not consolidating anymore. These white candles, not consolidating. So you have a big seller that came in, right? So you need that to break that 220 mark, all right? After here, after 220, you don't have any, you might have some support right in here around 190, okay? 190, 180 right here will be support. And then after that, you're basically good until all the way down here, 120. All right, so it's pretty good. Just wait for your time your entries are here on the 1 hour chart. Okay, and keep an eye on the indexes. You need these indexes to be bearish. All right.
All right, thanks, David.
You're welcome. All right, good job. Good. That's a good setup. What's nice about it is you shorten it. All right, always bring out a longer time frame to see where you're starting from. All right, so what's nice about this is on the weekly, I don't think we need to bring out the monthly, but on the weekly, this is at 265 or so. So you're not shorting it. It hasn't gotten all the way down here and you're still trying to short it. You're shorting it, really shorting it from the high. And that's what we want. All right. All right. Good job. Good job. Good job. I hope you make a ton of money with this. All right. Any other pair, any other symbols you guys want to take a look at? Any other symbols? All right. All right. I'll call it a night. We will have an advanced class tomorrow. All right, from 5 to 6. All right, and we'll finish off the week. Be very careful with equities unless you're going to short or get puts. All right, like these guys are doing. All right, be careful long, going long. All right, Forex is consolidating here. All right, so if you must trade on a smaller time frame, 30-minute time frame, get in and out quickly, trade in the direction of the overall trend. All right, but things are consolidating in Forex. All right, take care, guys. Have a good evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.